It is a little. I like it. It's bracing.
First act went well. No? Laura's improved a lot since opening night.
Yeah.
Your first act with her was charming.
Well, thank you. Yes, she was lovely. You know, doing various plays in a season of rep really unmasks your fellow actors. You see their strengths. Laura, for example, Noel Coward, he writes clipped patta, and Laura seems to take to patta very well. But the Williams play, Tennessee Williams writes florid, and Laura approaches florid speeches the way one might clean a kitchen. I mean, she goes in for the real sweep to the finish, and then she steps back for a look-see before jumping back in for the touch-up areas. She gets everything in, but you're not always sure of your cue. But Laura with Coward, yes, it's easier to breathe.
Warm audience tonight. Responsive.
Yeah. Private Lives is a fine play. It's a romp. I'm a little musty, but you know how I feel about Coward.
It's never the play. It's what you bring to it. You told me that.
Yes, and I believe that.
It's play. It's playtime.
Especially when it's Noel Coward.
The old puff.
Exactly. And now he has told the world.
What has he told them? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about his new play. It has opened in London. It is called A Suite in Three Keys. Actually, it's 3 one-act plays, and in one of them, Noel finally portrays a homosexual.
Oh dear. What do you think people will say?
Well, they'll certainly read about it. There was an article in the Arts and Leisure section. It's gotten good reviews. Just wonder what people will think of Coward now.
It's just a play.
Oh.
He'll probably be applauded for testing new waters.
No. For him, this is a declaration.
Of his open secret?
Well, the man has been writing plays for decades. He is one of the most celebrated playwrights in history. And he has been passing himself off on stage as a heterosexual roue. No, wait a minute, correction. There was that faux bisexual flirt when he wrote Design for Living, right? No, but that was all about the girl in the room saying, practically, my goodness, look at me here alone in the room with 2 sophisticated men about town. And all they can think about and talk about and fight about is me.
Well, it's 1966. There's a sexual revolution going on, haven't you noticed?
Yes, I've noticed. Don't be silly.
Me? Silly?
Oh, okay, me, silly.
Well, I don't know what you're being. People don't care. Well, they're being told not to care. The young people are making all kinds of declarations. They're not asking us if it's okay. They're telling us that it is. There's no reason to hide anymore.
Like us.
No, not like us.
Why not?
We're not hiding.
Sarah, we are married to each other and we are both queer.
I hate that
I
word.
know.
Words that begin with QU are so suspect.
Like question,
Quibble,
queasy,
quirky,
quizzical,
quagmire.
queen. Anyway, I know what you are saying. I know.
About what?
Well, you're saying we can change.
We?
You and I.
How am I saying that? Where?
There's no reason to hide anymore.
Will, we're not married because we're homosexual.
Well, the marriage is convenient.
Yes, for certain practical purposes. To get work. So that producers won't suddenly think we're incapable of playing heterosexuals after all. Actors get boxed in. We deal with that enough as it is. It's nobody's business anyway. Why should it be?
Well, because we don't have to hide anymore.
No, we don't. And we don't hide from the people who care about us. We have our circle.
Yes, but you don't have your freedom.
Who says I don't? We don't make those types of demands on each other. We always come home.
You always want to?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. Well, we're married because we like each other.
Like, not love.
Oh, my dear. Liking is so much more important than that amorphous word, love.
Is it?
Isn't it? People fall in love. They fall out of love. There's so much falling, like they're not even on solid ground. Not when you like someone. You either like them or you don't. And it's for a fixed reason. Look at the people we work with. They fall in love when they haven't at all. They nosedive into infatuation. And it passes, and they move on.
And we're not like that.
No, we're not. Most people who get married don't know what they're getting themselves into or why they're doing it. It should be clear that they like each other. They should know each other well enough to know that they do, no matter what.
Yes, I agree. They should want to come home.
Yes, they should have that foundation. Oh, how nice. I get to see him or her. We have that.
Yes, we do.
Then why see it as some sort of half-life? It's more like a D.H. Lawrence novel. We're defying convention, defying the new freedom.
Okay. So you prefer coming home when what you like is not out there.
I'd assume you've done the same.
Suppose it probably would be easier if we both actually were bisexual.
Oh, God. Bisexual? I wouldn't want that. When would either one of us rest? Besides, it's not like we live like nuns. We've comforted each other before.
It's an interesting word. Comforted. Yes, we have. Successfully. I don't recall us even being drunk.
Will, we make our living with our faces and our voices. We know none of it is real. It doesn't show the underneath of who we are. We enjoy face value on stage because we know its purpose.
Yes, and we despise it off.
We despise it off. We've decided to know each other without secrets. How many couples can say that? Besides, you don't snore and you don't hog the bathroom. You've really got a lot going for you.
Well, Sarah, places for Act 2.
Sarah, it's still possible.
What is?
Well, you could find that woman, the one you would like to live with.
Does that scare you?
No.
It shouldn't. I mean, I absolutely adore women, but I think I'll need you for balance.
Hypothetically, what if it did happen?
Hypothetically. I think I find myself telling her she has considerable competition. Come on. We have a scene to play.
We were married in the eyes of heaven, and we still are.
We may look like being in the hell of a mess, socially.
Who cares?
Great stuff, David, and team.
Thank you.
Very
Thank you all. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you, Brian.
Absolutely.